Hi, I'm DeAndre, and I'm going to be talking about how the climate is getting hotter and hotter and how 2017 is a wake-up call that we need to take action to help prevent the climate from getting warmer. In this graph, it shows how 2017 ranked third on U.S. top 10 hottest years. 2017 was the hottest year without an El Nino, and this is what the weather looked like. As the red is the record warmest in its area, the light red is the much warmer than average, and the pink being warmer than average, and the white is near its average. And in this graph, it shows how high temperatures have rose since the 1900s, being 1.2 degrees hotter currently in 2017. Now we're going to watch a short clip on how warmer temperatures are caused and some of the effects it can have on us.
The main cause is a phenomenon known as the greenhouse effect. Gases in the atmosphere, such as water vapor, carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, and chlorofluorocarbons, let the sun's light in, but keep some of the heat from escaping, like the glass walls of a greenhouse. The more greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, the more heat gets trapped, strengthening the greenhouse effect and increasing the Earth's temperature. Human activities, like the burning of fossil fuels, have increased the amount of CO2 in the atmosphere by more than a third since the Industrial Revolution. The rapid increase in greenhouse gases in the atmosphere has warmed the planet at an alarming rate. While Earth's climate has fluctuated in the past, atmospheric carbon dioxide hasn't reached today's levels in hundreds of thousands of years. Climate change has consequences for our oceans, our weather, our food sources, and our health. Ice sheets, such as Greenland and Antarctica, are melting. The extra water that was once held in glaciers causes sea levels to rise and spills out of the oceans, flooding coastal regions. Warmer temperatures also make weather more extreme. This means not only more intense major storms, floods, and heavy snowfall, but also longer and more frequent droughts. These changes in weather pose challenges. Growing crops becomes more difficult. The areas where plants and animals can live shift, and water supplies are diminished. In addition to creating new agricultural challenges, climate change can directly affect people's physical health. In urban areas, the warmer atmosphere creates an environment that traps and increases the amount of smog. This is because smog contains ozone particles, which increase rapidly at higher temperatures. Exposure to higher levels of smog can cause health problems such as asthma, heart disease, and lung cancer.
Some example plans to stop the climate from warming is Germany, who is mainly focusing on renewable energy. Here's a clip of what they're doing.
Germany is in transition. One of the world's largest economies is pursuing an ambitious goal, switching to renewable energy. With a complete transformation of its energy infrastructure, the German energy market is entering a new age. Intelligent ideas, resolute action, and political will have made Germany a front-runner. Since the early 1990s, both companies and citizens have been investing in solar, wind, and bioenergy power plants. These investments are supported by an attractive and stable legal framework. Germany's energy revolution is well underway and moving forward with great momentum. More than 1.5 million renewable power plants have been installed in Germany over the past 25 years, a world record. Renewables now produce over 27% of the electricity consumed in Germany. But this is just the beginning. Germany's energy transition is pursuing ambitious goals. It is planned that by 2050, the emission of greenhouse gases will have been reduced by 80 to 95%. To achieve this, energy consumption will be reduced by 50%, and at least 80% of electricity will come from renewables. Offshore wind, onshore wind, and solar are the future pillars of Germany's energy supply.
For our prototype, we built wind turbines in Germany, since 36.6% out of 100% of all its renewable energy is wind turbines, which is the main source of renewable energy that they use. Since we actually couldn't build a real wind turbine, we're going to show you how a wind turbine works. First, the inflow is the wind, then the inflow of the wind activates the rotor and the blades. Then the rotor and the blades spin the main shaft and the gearbox, and it spins the generator, resulting in electrical output. A few small plans we could all do to stop the climate from getting warmer is if every person in the United States planted a tree, we'd cut down 128,000 tons of CO2 emission. If every house recycled, we'd save 2.4 million tons of CO2 emission. If we all switched to energy-saving light bulbs, we'd save 3.2 million tons of CO2 emission. And if we all turned off our water while brushing our teeth, we'd save 7.9 million tons of CO2 emission. If we did all these plans, in 1 year we would save 13.6 million tons of CO2. Just by doing these things, that won't drastically change our lifestyle, but if you don't, it will potentially affect every last one of us, causing temperatures to get too high and kill all of us. So it's up to everyone to help out.